everybody, this is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com. I'm coming to you on this awesome sun-filled morning today, and I'm headed to Starbucks right now. I'm a little bit tired this morning, but nothing outside of the ordinary, I suppose. This morning I want to talk to you real briefly about some things that have been kind of popping up on my team and with some of my friends, and that's consistency and just why consistency is so important. No matter what you're doing in life, if you're trying to run, if you're trying to be healthy, eat healthy, start a business, whatever it is that you're trying to do, being consistent is a major component for your success in whatever you're trying to accomplish. The reason being is, just think about doing something, and then if you continue to do it on a level that is not consistent, you're going to lose your skill set in that. For instance, like my buddy, he used to be a professional bicycle BMX stunt rider guy or whatever, and he did he did it for a long time. He had a fairly decent career, and he did it for a long time. After he got older, he got injured, and so he just hadn't done it for a while. And I was talking with him a couple days ago, and he got back on his bike and he's trying to do things, and he hasn't rode for probably about 3 or 4 years, and he's wrecking and couldn't do the tricks that he used to do and all this stuff, and he goes, man, he goes, this is so crazy. I used to be able to do these like with nothing, with my eyes closed. He says, now I'm struggling to do these little simple beginner basic tricks. And a lot of it is because he just hasn't done it. He just hasn't done it consistently for a long time, even though it was like second nature to him, and he could do it so well at a certain point of his life. It's been a long duration now that he hasn't done anything, and he's unable to do those, even the simple tricks like he was saying. So it's really important that whatever you're trying to do, you're consistent. And it doesn't mean you have to do it every day. It doesn't mean you have to do it, several times a day, but you just need to be consistent with whatever you're doing. And I know it's always tough in the beginning because you're just like everybody else. You're just like me. You want instant gratification. You want those results, bam, right now. You want to have them, and it doesn't happen like that, unfortunately. Like especially with like working out or getting fit, a lot of us will work out for a couple days and we expect to be ripped and all huge and look awesome. But in reality, it didn't. Our bodies didn't get to the way they were overnight, so we're not going to get fit and get in shape and ripped overnight either. There's an evolution. There's a process of how we're going to be able to get to where we want to be. The key factor though is seeing the end result and knowing that even though I'm doing these things daily on a consistent basis and I may not see the results, it's these little inches every day that are going to lead up to big things at the end of the day. So just remember, all those little pieces that you're doing on a daily basis are going to lead you to some kind of greatness at the end if you will stick with it. So the other thing that I want to talk about that kind of goes with consistency is there's a couple of people I know that they're kind of hopping from I'm talking more of a business mindset here now. They're hopping from opportunity to opportunity. They start with something and they do it for a little bit, then they quit, then go join another one. They start with that one, they do it for a little bit, then they quit, and they go join that one. And the reality is they never give the business enough time to really do themselves justice. I mean, they just don't. And I was talking to one guy yesterday. I said, listen, man, I said, I understand what you're doing. You see the next greatest and latest thing and you think it's awesome, you want to do it, and that's awesome and that's cool. But the one equation, the one common factor, the one variable that is the same in this equation is you. The reason you're not successful is not the opportunity. The reason you're not successful is not because of the company. It's because of you. I said you need to be consistent in what you're doing. By going to company and going through their training and their tools and all that stuff, that is great. You're going to gain a skill set. But if you're not doing the things you need to do to be successful, it doesn't matter how many companies you join. It doesn't matter how many companies you enter. You're not going to be successful. You need to do the things on a daily basis that you may not preferably like, but that will help you get to the point of being successful. And it was like this big light bulb went off in his head. He's like, oh yeah, you're right. And I said, yeah, I mean, every time you go to these other companies, you do their little thing for a little bit. Then you go to another company, do their little thing for a little bit. But the reality is you're not doing anything on a consistent basis. And people see that and they don't understand, and it looks very confusing to the people if you're trying to tell somebody, hey, join my company, join my business, and you're not consistent and you're jumping from business to business and opportunity to opportunity. No one can see that consistency in you, so you're not presenting yourself in a manner that, why would I want to join someone who isn't stable in what they're doing? So just a little tidbit there, but just remember, like I said, the consistency is a huge thing, and I would really like for you to have a better life. And by doing the consistent things on a daily basis, you can make that happen. Because, like I always say, I want you to have the life you deserve, not the life you live. So I hope everybody can get some value from that and understand how important consistency is to you and your success in your ventures, whatever they may be. This is Jonathan from blogwithjon.com. And remember, my friends, make it a great day and always blog with passion.